Welcome to the Conservation Learning Center's 2022 Research Update. We are releasing a short series of videos that showcase some of our current research and demonstration trials. Thank you to our sponsors, Sask Wheat, Sask Flax, Sask Pulse, Sask Canola, Sask Barley, and of course, all of our funders who support research here on site. I am Robin Loken, the manager here at the Conservation Learning Center, and will share an update with you on cover crop variety and seeding date trial for weed suppression under organic management. This is an ADOPT-funded trial through the Canadian Agricultural Partnership. Interest has been growing in cover cropping. Cover cropping refers to crops that are grown primarily to cover the soil and not act as a cash crop. They can be interseeded with cash crops or during fallow periods and can include crops meant for grazing. There are many economic, environmental, and agronomic benefits such as improving soil health, reducing erosion, suppressing weeds, and acting as a green manure. Cover cropping is a very diverse practice, and with over 60 different species of plants that you can choose from, it's important to have a goal in mind when selecting your mix. The goal of this project was to find a cover crop that would grow quickly with a lot of biomass, naturally terminate from a frost, and form a thick mat to suppress weeds and retain moisture. For year one of this study, we seeded 6 different combinations of cover crops that included forage oats, a double seeding rate of forage oats, silage peas, oats with peas, Sudan grass, and then Sudan grass with peas. We also seeded all these combinations at 2 different seeding dates that included early and mid-July. 2021 was exceptionally hot and dry here, but we still managed to get our cover crop established. We actually had attempted this study back in 2020 during another dry year and did not have success with establishment, which is why we moved our seeding dates earlier and increased seeding rates. An early fall frost in 2020 is also to blame for lack of success in the first year. Our biomass produced in 2021 was at times 10 times greater than the 2020 biomass. Our 2021 results showed that Sudan grass was both the best and the worst performing for biomass and crop height depending on the seeding date. So that early seeding date produced about 22,000 kilograms per hectare, while late produced under 10,000 kilograms per hectare. The crop height for early seeded was almost 80 centimeters, but only 32 centimeters for that later seeding date. For good biomass production, oats consistently performed well for both seeding dates, and the higher seeding rate did not always equate to greater biomass. There was little to no weed pressure in our cover crop, and this is on organic land, so that's quite impressive. All cover crops naturally self-terminated, but I should mention that we did have to mow our early seeded oats to prevent seed set. This spring, in 2020, we direct seeded barley, cash crop, into all of our cover crop treatments, and we'll take the barley to yield. Prior to seeding, we did a weed survey and collected composite samples of each treatment for soil testing to look at nitrogen availability and soil moisture. But we couldn't see any clear trends or differences amongst the treatments. Soil temperature at time of seeding, though, did show that that later seeded Sudan grass that had less biomass was 5 degrees warmer than the earlier seeded Sudan grass. The later peas formed a really nice looking mat prior to seeding, but the disc drill didn't really cut into the peas and leave the mat in place. It actually dragged the mat along with it. Before seeding, in-field observation showed some excellent weed control where the cover crop mats were the thickest. We collected weed biomass and found that the early seeded Sudan grass and later seeded peas with forage oats had the least amount of weed pressure at time of seeding. This is still an ongoing project, so if you are interested in hearing the final results, check out our website in the future and follow us on social media.